Hello everyone, this is Mr. Informal bringing you another video content. This is my thoughts and analysis on the LG V30, the aka Life's Good V30. The LG V30 was recently announced as of last week, and so we have something quite similar to the LG G6. So they are done with experimenting from the LG V20 and the LG V10, so they moved away from those design, which I like because they were taking risks. They were going mad like a mad scientist or a mad engineer, just going crazy bits and pieces like a robot. And they went with more a uniform, something subtle, something normal, something not weird, something not eccentric, and similar to the LG G6. Not only that, it is also non-removable battery. So they went with the internal non-removable battery, which means you cannot replace the battery, which I am not fond of. But you know what? Let's get to the specs first, okay? So first and foremost, we have a IP68 certified dust and waterproof. We finally have a OLED screen. Finally, after the LG TVs having OLED screen. We also have, it uses a nano SIM card. Some variants will have dual SIM. It has a 6-inch screen. Yes, I said that right, 6-inch screen. Obviously 1440 by 280 pixels. That gives you by 18 by 5 or 18 by 9, around that screen ratio. Gorilla Glass 5. It also has Dolby Vision HDR10 compliant on the screen. It has the always on screen. It comes with Android 7.1 Nougat, Snapdragon 835. We know that already. It comes with the normal, and this is what I think what a lot of people will get, or a lot of regions will get, is 64 gigabyte storage with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Dual 6, and this is I think this would be the biggest part of all of the features. Dual 16 megapixels camera, f1.6 OIS with a 3-axis. Reminds me of the Olympus cameras, but only one of them has optical image stabilization. The other one is 13 megapixels, f1.9. So only one of them. So the front screen has 5 megapixels f2 aperture, and so obviously it shoots 4K. And it also brings back, and it finally has it, and all regions have it, is a 32-bit 192 kilohertz audio, Bang & Olufsen plate certified, which has a good DAC such as the LG V20, active noise cancellation obviously, and it has a Bluetooth 5.0. so that's definitely something to have for future proofing the device. And the last thing that I want to bring out is the non-removable 300 milliamps battery. And the colors that will come in will be, it has multiple colors: black, silver, blue, and it looks like plum. But here's the thing, I think there's only 2 colors that will come in the US, which is cow silver and Moroccan blue, which I'm not really a fan of. Why can't they just bring all colors? I really do not understand why the Korean manufacturers do not bring all colors. Apple seems to do it. Google seems to do it. Why not bring all the colors? So anyways, let me get to my analysis here, or that's the word I'm looking for. So it's definitely a far departure from the LG V20. So gone are the experimental ways. we're now on the normal phase, on the normal stage. I'm not impressed by it. I think they should have gone with dual optical image stabilization, such as the Note 8. I know this for sure. This is going against the Note 8. It doesn't have a pen, so I think the battery should have been much bigger. It should have been 3500 milliamps, and I know for a fact they could make it bigger. And do not tell me that we cannot make it bigger, because this is the same size as the Galaxy S8, and the S8 has 35 milliamps. I really don't understand that. Not only that, it will only come in 2 colors in the US, so I'm not really too happy about that. So this is one of the biggest part for me. Okay, why doesn't it have 6 gigabits of RAM? You cannot tell me that the Note 8 has 6 gig but this one doesn't. Let's up the game here. Let's not slack behind. The general consumer are not going to upgrade every year. They're gonna upgrade every 2 to 3 years. So why put yourself in this position? Not only that, if you're competing with the Note 8 and the Note has a higher, more fan base, more fans than the V series, then obviously you're trying to take that spot. But you should be driven, you should be motivated to take that spot, but apparently not so. And I'm glad that they finally have a Bluetooth 5.0. I think that should have been added even on the V30, V20 I mean. And thankfully we finally have an OLED screen, which I've been wanting for LG to have since the G5, the G6, the V20. Because if they have the technology for OLED in the TV, why couldn't they do it on their phones? It's much better for battery life, much better when it comes to just the overall look, the overall feel of the screen. And this is a weird one for me. Now, when it comes to price, I've been seeing 800 to 900. Man, that's expensive. And I am going to compare this to the Note 8. And I'm not going to compare this to the iPhone Pluses, because I think this is much better phone than the iPhone Pluses spec wise. Because when it comes to software, I think iPhone is much better when it comes to update. But spec for spec, this is much better than iPhone Pluses. And LG is in a weird spot here, and I don't think their hype is as strong as the Note 8. Now everyone's claiming that LG finally did it right. I don't think they did it right. I think they missed a lot of opportunities here, such as stabilizing both back cameras. Not only that, they should have stabilized the front camera. If HTC can do it, why can't they? And oh, I forgot to mention, it finally has wireless charging. And for them to take on the Note 8 is quite a striking move, or I shouldn't say bold move, because the V30 has always been a Note rival. But I don't see the drive, I don't see the motivation every time I see the V30. I'm a fan of the V20 due to the removable back, due to the DAC, due to the audio capabilities, due to dual cameras, especially that little screen up the top. And V30 doesn't even have that anymore. Again, they went conventional on this, and it saddens me, because when you go conventional, I can see that you're not motivating yourself to pass your limit. And when that happens, especially for me, it tells me that you're giving up. You went along with what the market is going through. And thus, that's what I see in the V30. It's a big phone that went along with the crowd. So tell me how you feel about the LG V30. Put your comments down below, and I do respond to comments. And so that is my, I guess, thoughts, analysis, and rant on the LG V30. Is life always good? Maybe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.